So, are the LinkedIn video shorts still worth doing? So, it was either maybe a year, maybe a year and a half ago, LinkedIn introduced the LinkedIn video only feed. Now, this is found on the mobile app where they wanted to push more creators to create Reel and TikTok style vertical short form videos, LinkedIn shorts. Under 59 seconds, vertical, entertainment, education, that kind of stuff. And they put a sub news feed called the LinkedIn video only feed, which if you go to the mobile app and you actually open it up, you will see on the very bottom of the mobile app something that says video. It'll say home, video, my network, notifications, jobs. That video is the LinkedIn video only feed. Now, these videos can also be viewed on the desktop, but I've been doing some testing between doing these short form videos to the LinkedIn short video feed and my general LinkedIn live trainings or directed publishing to LinkedIn, if it's over a minute and a half, whether it is vertical or horizontal, it doesn't go to the LinkedIn video only feed. It actually goes to the general news feed of LinkedIn. So I started to really think about, is it worth it? And I've been looking at some analytics and I've been looking at reach. I've been looking at impressions based upon the short form video and the longer form video, whether that be a LinkedIn live training, a LinkedIn live event, or a vertical or horizontal video over a minute and a half. And the numbers that I was seeing, it was kind of, I don't want to say alarming, but I started to think about, is this translating the right way? And meaning, is it showing up the way that I want it to? Is it reaching the right amount of people? Is it impacting them in the right way? Am I giving me the best opportunity to get in front of my ideal audience? Now, before we jump into some of the things that I've discovered with this, maybe some suggestions I have for you, Nancy and I have created a free template that helps you create high impact storytelling text posts for LinkedIn. We call them the high impact post templates for LinkedIn. If you're interested in downloading them, if you're watching on social, whether it be YouTube, Facebook, or LinkedIn, just type the words high impact in the comments and we'll send it over to you. If you're listening to this on the podcast, just head to the description of this episode. The link will be there for you to download directly from there. So high impact. If you're watching on social, if you would like the 3 templates to create high impact storytelling, thought leadership content posts for LinkedIn. Now, here are my thoughts about this. I really want to hear from my audience, whether you're listening or watching. You can reach out to me on LinkedIn or email. If you have it, it's scott@scottaaron.net. And let me know, maybe you've seen some more things. If you're watching on LinkedIn, do you do these short form LinkedIn Reel type video content, or do you do video at all? And if you have been doing these short form video clips, are they getting the reach that you think that they should? Now, here's my thoughts. When LinkedIn introduced this video only feed, in order for that video to really get the reach that you want it to, you have to have a network of connections or reach of people that engage in that type of content. Now, I will tell you from my network really enjoys my written content. So my text posts, my newsletters, but also they enjoy my long form trainings. my LinkedIn lives because people want to feel more connected to me. I can go deeper into context on certain things. And I've tried these short form videos, but they're just not hitting. And I don't know if that's me. I don't know if it's the algorithm, but I've done enough testing between my long form video compared to these LinkedIn short type video reels for me to determine that my network in specific, it's not hitting because A, people have to be highly invested in looking at their video only feed. I'll tell you this, I never click on it. I never once go onto the mobile app and click on that video button to scroll through. I don't like scrolling and trolling. That's not something that I do. I look at my general news feed on LinkedIn. And I'm under the assumption that most of my network that I have, whether people are following me or connected to me, they're much the same. So what I'm realizing is if I really want to capitalize on video, I need to produce videos that show up in the general content newsfeed of LinkedIn, not the video only. So what does that mean? That means that you have to publish vertical or horizontal videos that are 1 minute and 31 seconds or more. That will make sure that it gets published on the general LinkedIn content newsfeed and not the video only feed, which is, in my opinion, there are more LinkedIn connections and LinkedIn users engaging in the general newsfeed of content that's shared on LinkedIn as opposed to the video only. My opinion only. It's just from what I experienced. So if you do want to create video content, which I highly suggest, you can do vertical, you can do horizontal, but as long as it's over 1 minute 30, it's going to, and up to 10 minutes, you'll post directly to the LinkedIn regular newsfeed, which in my opinion will give you more reach, more visibility, more impressions, and more opportunity to grow your business. Now, if you're going to do LinkedIn Lives, that's still going to go right to the general LinkedIn content feed, not the video only, because those are much longer. So interestingly, I did a test last week, and here's what happened. So I put out a really good short video clip. It was maybe 29, 39 seconds. Had some really good, here's what it was. So for those that don't know, I think I shared this a week or so ago. It's important to have hobbies outside of work and outside of what we do as a professional. So for me, much like my father, I compete in bench press contests. Fitness has been in my life for my entire life. I spent 18 years in the fitness industry, and this is a way for me to still keep active, but allow me to tap into my competitive nature, which I still have. And I always like sharing that personal side of me every once in a while on LinkedIn to show people that there are more things to me outside of just educating and informing people about LinkedIn. And I also said it's really important for people to make sure that you share what you're into from a hobby or outside business perspective to show your depth, right? Create a more of a connection point with you and your audience. And for me, I was sharing the video where I had a personal record from my last bench press contest in the middle of June. And I've shared this type of stuff before, and it usually gets some sort of feedback or engagement or people commenting along. This time it was crickets. It was weird. And it went to the video only feed. So it was really strange. I mean, literally, I don't know if LinkedIn just didn't like the content. But here was the weird thing. So I'm like, all right, it's been 2 hours. Nothing's going on. There's barely any impressions, which means LinkedIn is not showing it. Impressions means LinkedIn is showing it to more people. So what I did was I took a still freeze frame shot of me in the up position getting ready to bench. I used the same content that I wrote with the short video, but I wrote it above the picture. And here's the crazy thing. Within a matter of 10 minutes, I had 6 comments. And that caused me to really scratch my head and think, okay, my network of connections, and this is where the light bulb went off, is more vested in the general LinkedIn content feed than the video only. Because if you think about it, that short form video went directly to the video only feed. When I removed it, put a still picture and the content, it went to the general LinkedIn feed, where now I'm realizing most of my contacts, connections, and network is spending their time on LinkedIn. It was being shown to them right away. So what I really want you guys to do with this information that I'm sharing with you today is test it out yourself. Do some of the short form videos that are under a minute and a half that go to the video only feed. See if it hits. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Maybe your network engages more in that short form video feed. Also, don't forget, test it out by doing a vertical or horizontal longer video that's over a minute and a half, a minute 31 and more. See where your network is engaging. Are they engaging and viewing the content more in the general LinkedIn feed or the video only content feed? For me, I've kind of drawn the line in the sand. I'm done with doing the short stuff. I will still do video content, but I'm going to make sure it's going to be video content that shows up in the general LinkedIn content feed and not the video only feed. So before I sign off today, again, if you would like our template that helps you create 3 high impact thought leadership posts, text only, for LinkedIn, just type the words high impact in the comments. If you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, or LinkedIn, if you're listening on the podcast, make sure that you just go to the description of this episode to grab the link there. So I hope you enjoyed today's training. Love and gratitude, and I'll talk to you next time.